The first day of summer, it's tomorrow, and along with summer, of course, comes a road trip. Every year, millions of Americans hit the road with their families and friends, but road trips can, oh no, unravel very quickly. Some car trouble could put you in a survival situation. That's why we're here today with Patrick Olson. He's the editor-in-chief for Carfax. He's going to be talking to you about what you need to know about summer survival situations like that. Also, you can get your car questions answered by our expert by simply texting them to us, 336-379-5775. All the questions are anonymous, and this is your chance to get some free expert information. All right, so Patrick, what should we include in our summer travel survival kit?
Well, it's crucial that you have what you need, on the off chance that your car breaks down. So, one, make sure you've got a gallon of drinking water and check on it every so often to make sure that, it's in good shape. You want to make sure that you have food items that are going to hold up over time. So I'm thinking things like granola bars. Things with a lot of chocolate are terrible in the heat. They melt, they get very kind of gross. So stick to things that are going to last for a long time. You also want to have some warm blankets. I know this sounds sort of counterintuitive, but if you're going to the mountains or if you're going somewhere up north, you want to make sure you've got if it gets very cold at night, you want to make sure that yourself and your family members are protected. Finally, I always carry with me a box of gallon-sized Ziploc bags. I know that sounds a little weird, but there are plenty of kids who get motion sick, or there are times when your kids are playing in water and you want to get them out of wet clothes into dry clothes, but you don't have a good place to stash the wet clothes. So those are the sort of summer-specific things. Then things I would keep year-round in the car are, a portable phone charger. Make sure it's charged before you hit the road. Roadside flares. Make sure you use the ones that are not battery operated. Use the normal ones so you don't have to worry about those batteries over time. Always, always, always have a first aid kit. And one other thought I had was if you've got an older model car, you may want to keep an extra quart of oil in the trunk in case your car is starting to run low on oil.
Okay, all of those are good things. I didn't think about those bags, but those bags would surely come in handy for sure.
I can tell you from experience that they are a lifesaver. They save not only the kid from getting messy, but they save your carpet, and frankly, they make sure your car does not smell bad as you're driving hundreds of thousands of miles.
Got it. Okay. All right. So let's talk about what should we do and what should we not do if we do find ourselves in a situation where we're kind of broken down on the side of the road.
Well, first thing first, stay calm, right? As a parent, you want to make sure that you don't get your kids too upset. Secondly, pull your car off the road onto the shoulder, and you want to pull it as far away from traffic as you can. There are some places that are very tight, but you want to be as far away as possible. If you can, or you should, put on your hazard lights. That's usually a button found in the center of your dash. Put on your parking brake, particularly if your car is on any type of an incline. You want to make sure that it doesn't roll. Avoid walking around your car. I know the temptation is there to say, what's wrong? What can I do to fix it? But that could put you into the harm of being around traffic. If you've got it, call roadside assistance immediately. And if you see smoke coming out of your car, I would also call 911 to make sure you get that type of quick help. Stay in your car unless you see smoke. Your car is going to provide a lot more protection for you and your kids than having everyone off to the side of the road. It'll also provide shade if it's very hot. It's just the safest place to be. Make sure you lift the hood on your car. That is going to signal both to oncoming traffic and to law enforcement and rescue people that you need help, and you want to make sure people are aware of that. And then finally, you want to light those roadside flares we talked about because they provide a nice visual warning to a lot of drivers who today are driving distracted, particularly on roads where you're going hundreds or thousands of miles. It'll be something that really sparks their attention.
All right, do you have any thoughts on what we should do if we don't have cell phone service at the time and we're stuck, or we don't have roadside assistance?
Absolutely. If you don't have roadside assistance, call 911. But if you don't have a cell signal, definitely put up the hood of your car. That is almost a universal sign of, hey, I need help. And particularly in places where there's not cell service, there tends to be often law enforcement, particularly in summer months, looking out for cars that are stuck.
Okay, those are all fantastic ideas on that one. I'm sure that you have had your share of all kinds of roadside summer travel situations.
Absolutely. There was one time we were driving in Pennsylvania and our tire on the back of our minivan started to wobble. It wasn't attached quite hard enough. And so we had to stop, retighten it by hand, and then drive very slowly till we got to the next exit to where I could get a mechanic to tighten it up very well. It is a nerve-wracking experience, but it happens to people all the time.
And we just need to remember we need to just get wherever we're going to the next exit or whatever in a slow fashion for sure.
Absolutely. Don't be adventurous. Don't think, if I just have another 100 miles to go and then I'll get there. No, you got to take care of it as soon as you can. In this day and age, there are lots of good service shops, even in the smallest of towns, that can set you right.
All right, we are taking your questions next. We already have 3 on the hopper there, so make sure you get your question in. We've got one more segment with our expert, 336-379-5775.